You don't usually wake up one day and decide, I'm going to close, right? It happens slowly. You become more self-reliant, more careful, maybe more focused on producing, more certain about how things should go, right? That all can be very reasonable and understandable in our circumstances. Yet over time, something narrows. Support still comes, insight still appears, opportunity still knocks, but it doesn't land the way it once could. Today, we're looking at what I call openness zappers, the subtle habits that weaken your ability to absorb what would strengthen you. Not to judge them, but to recognize them. Because once you see them, you begin to have real choice. So the first openness zapper is mistrust. And it doesn't have to be dramatic. It can look like second guessing encouragement, questioning motives, expecting hidden agendas, embracing for disappointment because, right, frankly, as we go on in life, we may have certain experiences that tend to prompt those kind of responses. If you've been let down before, mistrust can feel wise. But when mistrust becomes your default, even good support has to fight its way in. The second openness zapper is distraction. And this is extremely common now. Constant busyness, scrolling instead of integrating, maybe moving to the next task too quickly, perhaps filling space instead of absorbing. Absorbing requires presence. Distractions keep everything at the surface. A third openness zapper is preconceived ideas. Like, I already know how this works. This isn't what I expected, or it should look different than this. Or it could be over attachment to your plan. When you've attached to how growth should arrive, you miss how it's actually arriving. The fourth openness zapper is rigid self-reliance. You might have that inner sense of, I can handle it. I don't want to burden anyone. Pride in your independence and being a strong one. Independence is strength until it blocks support. And the fifth openness zapper is image management, wanting to appear capable, not wanting to be seen as in process with something, polishing instead of receiving, performing instead of integrating, right? When you're focused on how you're perceived, you can't fully receive what would grow you. And you don't need to eliminate these openness zappers overnight, but it's important to notice them because awareness restores your choice, and choice helps to restore openness. If you've recognized yourself in one or more of these patterns, you're not behind. You're human. These habits are often formed for good reasons. They protected you, they strengthened you in earlier seasons. But if your next level requires more openness, some of these habits may need to soften. In our next episode, I'll walk you through the kinds of support that make openness stronger so you can expand without bracing or shutting down. Because openness isn't about becoming exposed, it's about becoming strong enough to receive. If this series is resonating and you're ready to cultivate these abilities in a deeper, supported way, I invite you into Flourish Your Purpose immersion. That's where we build this capacity step by step, so your gifts can expand into their full expression. The link is below. And if you'd like to continue this conversation, you're welcome to join me in my free Facebook group for Flourishing Your Healing Visionary Purpose. You'll find the link below. In the meantime, I want to thank you so much for being here and for being you. Namaste and many blessings to you, my friend.